Hello everybody, thank you for joining me for today's video. It's about how we allow toxic people into our lives, and I've made a ton of videos about this. Yeah, and I talk all about the psychology of it. I'm not going to get into that today too much. I talk about, and I'm talking when I say toxic people today, because I won't keep it exclusive. I'm kind of keeping it exclusive to these cluster B personality types that most of you, maybe all of you watching these videos, are watching this video because you had someone like this in your life, or you do currently. Histrionic, borderline, antisocial, sociopath, psychopath, narcissist, you're not really sure, but somebody kind of like that, okay? And there's psychology, obviously. This might be familiar to your childhood. Freud says we date our opposite gender parent. There might be, unless it's someone toxic, abusive, neglectful. And this is commonly why we do this in adulthood, have people like this, because we had somebody with behaviors like this in our childhood. We might have low self-esteem, low self-worth, things like this. But today, I'm going to talk about how we physically and maybe unconsciously allow these types of people into our lives. And it's two big ones. And like I said, you can watch many other videos, my c-ptsd videos, my narcissist videos, borderline videos. It's a lot about this. But one aspect that we allow some of these people into our life, most of them, not all of them, but pity and compassion. Compassion's beautiful. Try not to pity people too much, but we pity and feel sorry for these people and see that they're struggling with something, they're hurt, they're victimized. We want to help them, assist them, things like this. And we are identifying with these victim types of people. We see someone hurting, suffering. If we've been neglected by our parents, not loved enough, strict, hard parents, anything like that, we see people suffering from those things too when we're young, and we identify with that. And many of our friends might be like that when we're younger. Similar lifestyle that we have in childhood, and in adulthood, we'll identify with someone suffering, in pain, maybe hurting, lonely. And we gravitate towards that, what we identify with, okay? The other aspect is compromising our values. This is huge. I see this a lot. And we talk about red flags, right? And I told you that I believe red flags are feelings. And we have to ignore our feelings too if we see red flags. But I'm talking about our values, our moral values. And we will frequently allow people into our life that do not share the same moral values. What I mean is somebody may mistreat someone else, someone may hurt someone else, someone may hurt themselves, self-sabotaging behaviors, any of these kinds of things that we wouldn't do, that we don't approve of, but we allow that into our life. And it's almost like our only standard is as long as you don't hurt us. And I'm so guilty of this. I have friends that did wrong things to other people, and I felt as long as they don't do it to me, it's okay. I mean, geez, right? We split, right? We black and white think. We so want to label people good or bad. And our standards are hurt us or don't hurt us, right? It's like we wait until someone hurts us. And that's the only time we feel we can do something about it. But it's too late. It's too late, usually. Bad toxic behaviors take a while to surface. We're attached. We may be committed, living together. It tends to be too late by the time they may start hurting us. We accept excuses and rationalizing and justification and blaming. We do, don't we? I want to hear times or examples when you guys may have done this. Look at like a smear campaign, right? And we sit and listen to someone say all these bad things on social media, and we start immediately, what do? We put the light on that subject and say, oh, I wonder if it's true or not. Well, how about the person doing that? Is that okay with you? I just put a survey out asking if it's okay to expose people on smear campaigns and stuff like this. And I had, surprisingly, I had 20% people say, yeah, it's okay. Well, would you do that? Do you do that? Why is it okay if you don't do it? You won't do it. Or do you do that? Because we know, fact, that almost everything people say when they're doing that are lies. This is fact. We know this. So what do? We have to examine every time someone does this and see if it's true or not? Or do we say it's wrong to do that in the first place and not give them any credit at all? Right? And so we may even allow someone that does that into our life, as long as they don't do it to us, right? And then surprisingly, they do it to you, right? They will. They will, because it's who they are. It's what they do. And if you're not okay with that, don't allow that person into your life. The victim, back to the victim, a false sense of trust. What do you guys think about that? That's something I realized early in my recovery and healing, how I believe when I see someone hurt, I can trust them. Like, for one, they can't hurt me, but they're the victim. They're on the side I'm on. People wrong me, people wrong them, and I know that's wrong, and I know how that feels. I'm identifying with that, and it's a false sense of trust. And it's just so easy. If you think about women out there watching this, think about men seeing a younger girl, a smaller size girl crying, someone hurt me, I can't defend myself. You aren't scared of that. How can you be scared of that? So it's, how healthy is somebody? We talk about holding people accountable, but are we holding people accountable for what they do or just to us? Right? If you see wrong behavior, don't allow it into your life. You'll have people, and I know a lot of you guys do, think about your ex, a toxic ex, and they talk about maybe something they did wrong to their ex, but they'll, easily, my ex cheated on me, my ex hit me, my ex. We don't do that. We're responsible for what we've done. We need to be held accountable for what we've done, responsible for what we do. So we're not holding people accountable, and we're not accepting who they are. We want to help. Help is change, right? This is who they are. We want them to be here. That's change. Yeah? We want them to change. So those two things, okay? One, we stay true to our values, okay? We must have people that value the same things we do in our life. And if you don't, you can't be in our life. If I see someone mistreat somebody else, they're not allowed in my life, right? It seems so simple, yet how many of you went against that and just said what I said, what I used to say? They don't hurt me. I can trust them. And we don't look for just bad people. We want healthy people in our life. We accept who they are. Don't try to change them. Yeah? Those two things, I think, may help you guys a lot before getting deep into the psychology of things. Yeah? We won't identify with hurt and pain if we're not experiencing hurt and pain, especially if we've healed from our hurt and pain. We know that people that are hurting and in pain can too. And when we do that, we understand it's our journey, that somebody can't do that for us or make us change. And then we see that they can too. I hope that makes sense. I've talked about this before in other videos. But those two things, right? We're always watching for bad people. We don't want another narcissist in our life, another borderline, histrionic, sociopath. And we must value the same things. We take our time to get to know that, and we heal and be healthy and identify with healthy people. Okay? All right. Ask questions. Please give examples. I love the examples you guys give. I'll always answer your questions. Okay? Love yourself first. I'll see you guys again later. Bye.